Hi, folks. Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans. And today, I'm actually doing a follow-up video to a poll that I made last week. So every single Tuesday at 8 p.m. EST, I do a live stream. Okay, folks, I do a live stream. We talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. It goes for about 2 to 3 hours, right? We talk about, movies, cartoons, shenanigans, you name it, folks. Everything in there. One time we talked about like popsicles that had tarantulas in them for some reason. I don't know why. We talk about the weirdest shit on that stream. But but anyways, the topic that we discussed last time was Lightyear, right? We talked about Lightyear being a box office flop. Okay, not some of you guys who saw it said it was really good. Others of you said it was one of the worst Pixar films you've ever seen. And we now know it flopped, and there are several reasons. I did a separate video talking about my reasons on why it flopped. I still have not seen the movie, but I was able to give reasons based on, all the stuff surrounding the film. They did a whole woke thing where there's two girls and they have like a lesbian kiss scene. So there's a lot to go over. There was a lot to go over there, and I did a separate video, but I have a tradition, okay? I have a tradition. Whenever a brand new Pixar film comes out, I have a Pixar tier list that I update, okay? So this is up to date. Turning Red. Turning Red was the newest addition to my tier list, and I thought it was one of the worst Pixar ones they've ever made. You guys really seem to have some controversies with my list here. You really love the top half, okay? You guys love my top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you guys really like my top 12. These 12 right here are, you seem to love the order. You love where these are at the top of the tier list. They're not at the bottom, they're at the top. It's this half right here that you guys always question, and you're like, why are those ones there? I've made multiple tier list videos about my Pixar thoughts on every single one of these films and why I rank them. You got to go watch. It's a 2-hour video. I know it's hard to stomach that, but it's pretty solid. I think if you want my in-depth, honest opinions on all of these different films, you got to go watch The Big Leagues. But then when, I actually forgot to do one on Luca. That was a big thing. So I did a double doozy. I did Turning Red and Luca, a 2-for-1 special. And I talked about both of them. And I ranked them. And some of you guys in the last, as we were talking in the last stream, you said, Sandro, I don't agree with Luca being there. Luca was not a bad film. And I said, I thought it was a bad film. And so I held a poll, and I guess I'm wrong. Here is what I asked in the poll. The reason I thought the movie was bad was because I was falling asleep. I was so bored out of my mind. I was falling asleep. I really was. Usually Pixar movies don't put me to sleep except for the Arlo, or what was, not Arlo, that's a different movie. What was the name of that? The Good Dinosaur. Arlo, I think, was the name of the dinosaur, if I'm not mistaken. And funny enough, I just saw the movie Arlo, the Alligator Boy, a couple days ago. But yeah, The Good Dinosaur. That one was so boring, I almost fell asleep during it. And Luca. And here's the weird thing about Luca. It's a very Italian-centered film. I'm an Italian. You would think that I would like that film, right? It's like they're saying all kinds of Italian words like "Ciao, Bruno." I'm very Italian. It was a very Italian film. You would think it would be a slam dunk for an Italian like me. I said no. I was having none of that film. It was just a snoozer. So this is what I said. Is the Pixar film Luca a snoozer? Snoozer meaning so boring it almost or did put you to sleep. 30% of you guys said, yes, it was a snoozer. It did put you to sleep. It was boring. But 70% of you guys said no. And to be fair, it's a smaller sample size here, 57. That's decent enough to get results, I think. But we do have some comments, so I do want to read those and give you guys, it's fun. I think it's fun to do a follow-up on these polls, because a lot of these polls, I never do a follow-up, Like this one. Maybe I could do a follow up here. Was Amphibia's ending better or worse than Star versus the Forces of Evil's ending? 90% of you guys said Amphibia had a better ending. I completely agree with you. Star's ending. We've gone over this 50 times. I'm not going to say it again. You guys already know what I'm going to say. It was a train wreck. And it probably led to the population going to World War III. As soon as all the countries in the world saw giant spiders running around. I don't want to spoil Star's ending, but good God almighty. Like, Star literally destroyed the world so she could be with Marco. It's good God. So yeah, let's go back to Luca. Let's not talk about Star. Let's not do that. But Luca, the film Luca, nothing happens in this film. Like, it's a friendship story. That's what it would be the biggest takeaway. It's a friendship story. It's a slice of life friendship story. Honestly, the whole sea monster thing didn't really add a very exciting dynamic. Like, I feel like Pixar just picks a gimmick and rolls with it now. They used to be really good with it, but like now it's just pick a gimmick and roll with it, even if it doesn't add anything to the film. I really felt like it really didn't add anything to the film. Nothing happens here. The government doesn't get involved. I sometimes like it when like movies are self-aware, where it's like the government would actually do something. This is one of my criticisms of Turning Red. There's a giant panda in Toronto. Where was the military? Also, everybody in Canada just learned that a giant panda, right, exists. A giant panda exists, and the family then explains, I guess, to the government. We never get to see this. It's off screen. But the family basically has to explain to Canada and the rest of the world that Chinese gods exist, which just throws religion. I wanted to see more. I wanted to see, like, how does this affect religion? Is Jesus Christ real? Is in Pixar's universe, in the Turning Red world, what's real? Are all the gods real? Is Zeus real? We never get any of these questions answered. Maybe if there's a sequel, we'll get some of this. I don't know. I kind of wanted a lot more from Turning Red. I felt it was very short. Didn't really go anywhere. Just the villain. Who's the villain of the film? This is a reoccurring issue. Who was the villain of Luca? Was it that little boy? The little boy who was just a bit of a bully? Like, he wasn't even that big of a bully. It's like, this is a problem a lot of Pixar films have nowadays. There's no clear villain. There's no syndrome. We need a syndrome. And I guess you could say not every film needs to have a villain. And Disney has been doing a lot of twist villains lately. But they've also been dropping a lot of like villains entirely. Encanto, slice of life, family movie, not really villain. They were kind of, when I first saw the film, they kept mentioning this Bruno character. It's one of the sort of more dubious members of the family. I was like, okay, the villain is being built up to be this Bruno guy. It's not even Bruno. It's nobody. It's like literally nobody is the villain. So I haven't been impressed with a lot of the things that Disney has been doing lately. Like in every metric, like politics, they've been getting very woke. They've been overpricing and charging people at their theme parks. At every metric that Disney has, I'm not on board. A lot of the stuff is not very good. But there is, for every like 5 things that are wrong, there's like one good, silver lining here and there. They have like a good show or something. But like modern day Disney, I'm really not feeling it. And I was not feeling Luca. I genuinely almost fell asleep multiple times during this film. I was so bored. At one point, I pulled out my phone, and I was thinking, I'm like, no, I have to do a review of this. I can't be on my phone, but I wanted to be on my phone. That's an issue. When the movie is putting you to sleep and you're so bored that you would rather look at a text from your friend or whatever, that's an issue. That's really an issue. So I think I would have been more engaged if there was a villain, if there was a hunter. I feel like if there was actually like some kind of like, grown man that had spent his whole life looking for life, these sea creatures. He was looking for these sea creatures. He wanted to capture one. That would have been a much better, much better plot if we had a villain who's dedicated his whole life. Maybe people called him crazy. They said, "You're crazy. There's no such thing as these sea monsters, whatever. And then he says, "No, I'm going to find one. I'm going to be the first." He basically would be a Bigfoot hunter looking for these sea monster creatures, right? I think that the villain aspect could have changed this entire dynamic of this film, and there was no villain. So, slice of life movie, I thought it was boring. I thought it was a snoozer. That's what I call it. I call it a snoozer. Let's read the comments. Let's see what people had to say. He says, no, alongside Coco. So that's Nahul Fanboy. He says that it is not a snoozer, and Coco is not a snoozer. Coco, I actually liked. Where did I put Coco again? I thought I put it in the higher categories. I actually did enjoy Coco. Some of Coco was very interesting. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but overall, Coco, it did not disappoint. I think it had a very emotional scene there with the grandma. Not bad. Not a bad film, Coco. Not a bad film. Enjoyable. It was enjoyable. It wasn't as enjoyable as the ones that I have on the top here, but I thought it was enjoyable enough to put it in the great category for sure. That had to be at the time when I closer to when I watched it, I must have thought of it much higher. So Mike says, oh, whoops, that's my Discord. Hold on. There we go. Nahul Fanboy, otherwise known as Mike. He that's his name. He says no alongside with Coco. So he did not think Coco or this was a snoozer. Kevin McAllister. This man changes his name like every week. What the fuck is a snoozer? Is it like a Scooty come? Okay. If you got no. He said it wrong. He said Scooty come. No. Okay. If you guys have not watched the new Fairly Odd Parents live action reboot, it's called Fairly Odder. Okay. It's so bizarre. For some reason, they have the time scooter from Timmy Turner. Remember Timmy Turner goes back in time and it's the secret life of Denzel Crocker where they find out his origin story and whatever. So Timmy goes back in time multiple times. Okay. So they had a time scooter in this show, in the new Fairly Odd Parents reboot. And for some reason, the way to summon the scooter back to you is you had to say, Scooty, come, Scooty, come. It's the stupidest thing. Why in the hell? How did that get past the censors? Scooty, come. That sounds like the most disgusting sexual position. What even is a Scooty, come? So Kevin's making me laugh. He's like, what is a snoozer? Is it like a Scooty? Oh my God. What's a Luca? So some of you guys don't even know what the film Luca is. That was Dr. Jolly Dark there. He doesn't know what it is. Oh, but I got to give a thumbs up for Kevin. That was too funny. But yeah, I got to hide my face also just so we could read a couple more here. Okay. So Jolly Dark hasn't even heard of Luca, which is very concerning. That is very concerning. You would usually think that Pixar would be the biggest brand out there and they would have brand name awareness and people would know the film Luca. But it seems that people just skipped out on Luca and they don't really care for it. Crazy John Sack Ninja says, Luca is not sleeping sleep. So Luca is not a snoozer, he says, basically. Crazy John says, no, Luca was a good film. It was not a snoozer. Moxie Demon Gamer says, no, it's not. He says, no, it's not. And Kevin comes back and says, is it a Scooty come? Oh, God. And Empire Leader guy says, it is indeed, Kevin. It is indeed. Oh, my God. So most of you guys absolutely had the disagreement with me. You said Sandro? No. Hold on. I think I got some spit on there. Oh, Jesus. Hold on a second. There we go. That's kind of not good. There. They're smudging. Blah. Okay, let's see. Is that good? That's not good. Wow, look at that smudge. Oh, my dear God. Come on, right there. It's kind of blurry, though, now. Come on. All right, whatever. Folks, we're going full blur. We're going for. I see the sun. I see the sun. I see the blur marks. I see the blur streaks. Whatever. Back on track. We got to keep going. You guys had the disagree. I almost just reread this thing. Good God. Is the. Oh my God. There we go. I'm so sorry, guys. I should have just kept going. But Pixar, Luca, was it a snoozer? You guys actually said no. I disagree with you. I think it was a snoozer. I would have liked to see a villain. I would have liked to see more action. Just more action. It was just, I get it. It was a brotherly bonding, a family. It was friendship. That's what they were going for. The whole slice of life ordeal. That's what they were going for. But it doesn't make for a very exciting film, in my opinion. At no point what was a memorable scene? Like, if I asked you guys that, what is the most memorable scene from Luca? Is it the bike scene at the end when they have the big race? Because that scene itself wasn't very exciting. I wasn't excited. I didn't think it was very good. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on the matter. That's just I just did not think anything about Luca was very good. The music, I didn't care for it. I like the Italian stuff because that's just because I'm Italian, That's a biased sample right there, So yeah, those are my thoughts on Luca. This video's gone on too long. It should have stopped at 10 minutes, but we're at 16, and there's streak marks and there's lights. I tried to clean it, but there's still like some severe streams there. And yeah, folks, I'm so sorry for this ending here. The webcam wasn't supposed to go down like this, but let me know. What are the people wrong? Maybe it's not me that's wrong. Maybe it's the voters. Maybe when this video gets out there, people are going to be like, Sandro, no, secretly, I went back and watched Luca, and it was a snoozer. I did fall asleep. Let me know everything down below on Luca. Did you fall asleep? Were you bored? I need to know. Do you guys like the word snoozer? Is that a real word? I don't think so. Maybe it is. Who knows? And let me know your thoughts on Fairly Odd Parents. Scooty, come. That was the stupidest shit I've ever seen in a Butch Hartman related piece. My God. So yeah, folks, that's going to be it. Please like, please share, please comment. You got to comment. Let me know about Luca. You got to do it, folks. And then, did I say subscribe? You got to subscribe and also watch an ad for your boy Sandro. Thank you so much. And peace out and bye-bye. And next time, the webcam will not look like what happened there, okay? I swear. The end. Peace out. Bye-bye.